Welcome to Longwood Theater! This is our scene shot. This is our main stage. Right now it's looking a little non-traditional because we're currently holding classes. As you can see, we have a bunch of socially distanced seats out here. But normally this is where we do our main stage productions. And speaking from experience, it's a great place to work. Distancing in classes. Normally we have a riser here, and this is where some student productions or cool kind of auxiliary events could happen.
This is the booth for the lab theater. Over here we have the soundboard, sound computer, and a lighting board. And then here we have a few of the instruments and rack units to power the speakers. And so when we have a production in this space, there'll be 2 students and then usually a stage manager up here who's running the show.
Here we have our makeup room, which is flanked by our 2 dressing rooms in the back, one for men and women. This is where, for productions, a lot of the actors will be preparing, putting on makeup, and doing the last touches of their costume. A lot of wardrobe work, of course, happens in here. You see a lot of our great wigs out being worked on right now. Yeah.
Costume shop at Longwood University. This is where we do most of our work for the shows. We have another room with a bunch of sewing machines where we'll work on stuff during the show, but most of the time this is where everything happens. You can see the renderings up on the wall and the costumes here that are in between shows. This is really where all the magic happens for costumes. Alright, so this is our costume storage. It is probably one of my favorite places for costumes. We have everything on barcodes with numbers. And so when you want to find something, you can go over here and just type it in, and it actually spins like we're in a laundromat, and it'll pull up exactly what you're looking for. And in the back, we've got miscellaneous fabric and stuff like that. This is really where we keep the bulk of our material for costumes.
This is our drafting lab on the top floor where a lot of design classes happen and we do drafting.
This is our lighting lab, which is just a mini-scale way for the lighting students to kind of see how things work and see how light hits someone and whatnot. Right now, we are using it for the recent virtual production that we're putting on. Because since we're not in the theater, we kind of have to transform and rework the way we're working. So we're using these goosenecks and these gels that we're going to put over them, and sometimes they layer multiple gels, sometimes it's just one, and then we're all online just kind of talking through it, talking to the actors who have to set this up all by themselves.
Welcome to the rehearsal studio. This is where we have a lot of movement-based classes. As you can see, our floor is especially good for our impacts and rolling around and doing lots of fun movement and dance stuff. This is actually where we held dance rehearsals for our last musical, Chicago.